Well, his daughter, because it was essentially 5 female prosecutors led by Comey's daughter. I almost feel like it was personal with them. It's like, oh, this woman was so abused. Poor Cassie. We're going to fight for women's rights and we're going to take this monster down. And, you know.
How are you going to fight for women's rights when they're calling him for another setup, another freak out?
Yeah. No, listen, I got it.
Listen, you want to fight for women, fight for women. Those women wanted that. They were happy with it. They were happy getting the fucking money.
That's what I've been saying.
I mean, I feel sorry for the beating, you know, for stuff like that.
But she stayed afterwards for years.
I know.
For years.
She never left.
That's all I'm saying. Look, at the end of the day, I've said this and a lot of people got mad at me. I said that Cassie's really the villain in this whole thing. She's walked away with $30 million. She got Diddy put in jail. He's lost hundreds of millions of dollars. He's publicly embarrassed for the rest of his life. He'll never get back, you know, all these award shows honoring him. That's done.
He's done.
And even after he was convicted, she wrote a letter to the judge asking the judge not to let him out on bail. Like, you've won. You have $30 million. When you left Diddy, you moved in with your husband and you were living with your parents. He's a personal trainer. What does he make? Maybe $20,000 a year? They were dead broke. She came up on $20 million off of Diddy and $10 million off the Intercontinental Hotel. $30 million. That's an amount that she cannot spend in her lifetime. Multi-generational wealth. You won. Yeah. I remember, like, with me, like, when it comes to, like, I read the 48 Laws of Power, right? You read that book?
No.
Great book. Great book. One of the things that I learned from that book that I've always internalized is one of the laws was never go past your mark when you win. When you win, you stop. You don't rub their face in it. You don't spike the ball. You don't go, ha ha, look, I won.
Give me that thing. Give me my phone with that girl that I said I want to play that video.
She didn't ruin your life by accident. She planned that shit. And the worst part is she's still out there playing a victim. She lies like she breathes. Yep. Because for a female narcissist, lying isn't just a habit, it's her fucking love language. She doesn't just fumble the truth, she murders it with a smile, crocodile tears, and just enough vulnerability to make you second guess yourself. She'll gaslight you until you forget your own name and then turn around and post something cryptic on Instagram that she's protecting her peace. She's not confused. She's calculated. She's been building this mask for her whole life. Sweet, soft, innocent, until you threaten her control. Then suddenly you're the villain in the story that she wrote. She doesn't want love. She wants power. She wants obedience. And she'll burn your whole world down to the ground and then ask why you're so dramatic. So yeah, John, she's not changing. She's not reflecting. She's already moved on to her next victim, spinning some bullshit story about how you hurt her. Tag someone who's been there.
Well, I've been there.
So I know a woman like this. And, you know, there's women I love and I cherish them and take care of them. I got a daughter, granddaughter. I got women who work for me. But certain women, I have no pity for. That's Cassie, like you said, Cassie. She got $20, $30 million. She did all of this. She's texting him, let's do some more freakouts. I have no pity for her.
No, look, in her civil case, she said the last time I saw Diddy, he raped me. But then when she got on the stand, she said, oh, well, I didn't meet up with him afterwards and we had consensual sex. That's very different.
Yeah.
That changes the whole story.
Right.
So in the civil suit, you say one story, but when you get on the stand and you have a threat of perjury and actually going to jail, suddenly the story completely changes. And at the end of the day, I just feel like, look, you sued the guy, you embarrassed him, you got $20 million. At that point, you would think that whatever anger and hatred would just go away. It's like, okay, look, we're even, all right? You get on the stand and say, this happened, but you know something, I caused some of the fights too. I was toxic myself. I hit him sometimes. Yeah, you know, I like the freak offs, you know, or whatever. But no, she's crying on the stand. She's pregnant. Boo hoo. It's like, you got 20 million. And all the women say, that's not enough. It's not enough. If 20 million is enough, how much is enough?
Right.
20 billion?
She couldn't make 20 million in her entire lifetime.
Her whole lifetime. She's never made really. And here's the thing. People get mad at me about this. Cassie's never had a job in her life. She's never worked a day in her life.
Mm-hmm.
When she was 19, she got with Diddy. He was paying for everything. When she left and she got with her boyfriend, they got married. She didn't get a job. He worked.
Of course.
She stayed at home and did nothing until she decided to sue. She's never worked. And I'm the bad guy for saying this. I'm going to keep saying it. At the end of the day, you give me 20 million, I'm going to get on the stand and say, listen, he wasn't a bad guy. You know, we're good. We're even.
You couldn't even get me on the stand. You'd have to put a gun to my head to get me on the stand.
Exactly. I would disappear. I'd be on a cruise somewhere.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about it.
Exactly.
Right.